Can you hear me now? That should be a little bit better. Wow, you guys missed that whole intro, huh? Let me see. Let me wait and see if that one got a little bit better. Okay, there we go. Sorry, it restarted and you guys missed that whole little intro, huh? So, thank you guys for tuning in. This is the Raider Nation Jason show, finally. Saturday breakdown. We are getting ready to play the Colts. We're putting it into the 2023 year. It has been, for me, I would say it was two things. I changed careers and also took a chance on myself. I started the podcast and I said it, earlier before the mute. Thank you guys for letting me know too. I appreciate that. So I started the podcast. I think it was around May of this year. Just from the ground up. Just it was something that people had told me to kind of get into, and I took a chance on myself and I listened to them, and here we are. And I appreciate every single one of you guys that subscribed and tuned in to the channel on the weekly. I appreciate you guys because without you guys, like seriously, I know it's cliche and all that, but it's real talk. Without you guys, there's no me. So, it was something that like I love the Raiders. You know what I'm saying? It's something that it's not even a job really when it comes down to it. But during this opportunity, it's given me the chance to learn different teams and kind of research, kind of different schemes and stuff like that, and just different players, and it's given me a definite, you know, like every week is different. You know what I mean? So, for the Colts, I remember the Colts like kind of growing up watching football and stuff like that. There's some memories for me, like I guess with every team I can kind of share, players that stood out, different memories from those organizations and stuff like that. Because, we know our team well. You know what I mean? So it's kind of cool to kind of see who we're going against and break them down too as well. Let me see. Let me go to. So I was just curious about how the Colts got their name. So that's one of the things I checked out. So the team was named for Baltimore's history of horse breeding and racing. So fun fact about the Colts, right? All right. Memories for me, I say like growing up watching football with the Colts, I guess was like the Brady versus Manning, and of course, the car, Derek Carr. It's broke. It's broke. It's broke. You know what I mean? So those are kind of some memories I have with the Colts. Uh, these are the kind of players that kind of stood out. Peyton to Harrison. Can't mention one without the other. I forgot one too, but Dallas Clark. I forgot to list him, but I'm gonna just say it. Dallas Clark. Uh, in that era, he was definitely a good tight end. Um, I just remember the connection with him. If it wasn't to Harrison, it was going to be uh, to Dallas Clark. I almost said Dwight Clark. My bad, guys. Um, yeah, Bob Sanders, Edrin James. Edrin James was back in that time too with Peyton Manning. Bob Sanders was a smaller safety, but he was a beast, man. He could hit. He stayed injured a lot from what I remember, but when he was on the field, he was a problem. You always had to know where Bob Sanders was. Dwight Freeney, too, the defensive end with the patented spin move. But yeah, that's what I remember as a kid. So the Indianapolis Colts are fighting to keep their playoff dreams alive. At 8-7, the Colts hold the seventh seed in the AFC. If they win their final two games, they will clinch a playoff spots. But can we play Dream Killer? Robbing teams of their playoff silver and gold. That's the plan, man. So from where they sit right now, because when you look at all when you look at all the different playoff positions and stuff like that, like there's teams that are pretty much locked in, and it's there's teams with 10 wins, 11 wins, and we're probably gonna make it with a 9-8 9-8 record, if we can pull this off. And so there's a lot of teams that are cemented in as the division leaders. And unless KC loses these final games and we win our last two games, but we have to look at the alternative because, realistically, at worst case, probably we expect KC to go 1-1, to at least win one game. So the Colts, if the playoffs ended actually to today, let me see. Let me go to the So if the playoffs started today, Indy would play Miami, and of course, Indy would be that 7th seed. That would be our spot. So if we handle our business, we can take that off of them because they don't need that. The playoffs looks better with us in it than it would with the Colts in it. Let me see. So they're fighting. These are just some kind of moves they made. So one of the running backs was injured. That was kind of the 1-2 punch. He was kind of taking care of business while they were getting Jonathan Taylor back in the mix. They signed running back Tyler Goodson because Zach Moss hurt his forearm, so he's going to be out this game. And these are just some kind of roster moves they made over this, I think it was, on Tuesday. Let me see. So their coach, he's this is his first year with them. But Shane Steichen, Shane Steichen's head coach for the Indianapolis Colts. So this was kind of cool. He was born in 1985, 38. He's from Sacramento, California. So I'm a California person myself. So he was born a little bit down the way. He went to UNLV High School, Oak Ridge, El Dorado Hills, California. And he's got them to an 8-7 record so far. And like I said, this is his first year, so he's trying to get his team in the playoffs the first year. But yeah, I'm not too familiar with him at all, to be honest. But I don't want this to be another Jeff Saturday moment, but I definitely want us to go in there and take care of business. He's like right now, they are pretty much in control of their own fate. If they win out, they get a spot. So we can definitely throw a wrinkle in that plan and take their spot. Here's a few stats of offense with the Colts this year. They're 19th in passing yards per game. Rushing yards, they're 13th with 113.2 rushing yards per game. Total yards, they're averaging 334.4 yards per game. So, I mean, nothing really. They're in the bottom third in passing yards. There are mid rushing yards and mid in the yards per game. So the rushing is going to be their staple. So Anthony Richardson was their original quarterback, but he went down early. And Gardner Minshew has played, I think it's 14 games played. So I think, but yeah. No team in 2023 has won more games with a backup quarterback than the Colts, whose 6-4 record with Minshew behind center has them squarely in the AFC playoff picture. And I think, let me see. Okay, and I think they said we're 5-2 in the last 7 games. So we're on a streak too. But Yeah, like I said, he's Gardner Minshew's came in there, and I think he's been playing since that either first, when ever Richardson got hurt, that first or second game. He's been playing since then, so he's had some time to kind of get used to the offense. Um, Michael Pittman is his guy. He's helped out too by the running game with Jonathan Taylor and what was Zach Moss, but I believe it's going to be Trey Sermon and Jonathan Taylor. I think are going to be. I think they have a third back too that's going to kind of be sprinkled in there too, but not too much. Hopefully, we can get a lot of 3-and-outs and take care of business. So, if we can contain Jonathan Taylor and not let him open up things for that offense, I think we can be okay. If we can keep short drives and keep them in check. Like, I think if we force them to pass the way our defense has been playing, I think we can force them into turnovers, of course. But yeah, we definitely, it's easier said than done. We have to gang tackle Jonathan Taylor. He's a big back. He's strong. He's going to run hard. And I think our best shot would be to gang tackle. We have to gang tackle. There's not one of course one person can, but it's no guarantee. So that we got to put, everybody to the ball. Jonathan Taylor. Jonathan Taylor ranks as NFL's sixth best running back in ESPN's annual league survey. Colts running back Jonathan Taylor failed to make the top 5 at his position coming off an injury because he was limited in the 23 campaign. So, he's coming off injury, but he's starting to get back into, like a rhythm. So we've been doing a good job against the pass, and for the most part, we've been getting hit here and there with the running game, but it's kind of like that bend but don't break. So, but we have to just establish early that you're going to have to find another way to get it done than trying to run the ball on us. Their wide receiver core. They have Isaiah McKenzie, Alec Pierce, DJ Montgomery, Michael Pittman Jr., and Josh Downs. Josh Downs, I liked him in the draft. I thought he was very shifty. The Colts got a good one there. Let me see. Michael Pittman Jr. is coming off concussion. Alec Pierce is a pretty good possession receiver. I like his play. He definitely helps his quarterback out. He goes to the ball, or he comes back to the ball. Excuse me. So Michael Pittman, like I said, he's coming off the concussion, and we just got to make him work. We just got to be physical. You have to be physical with him and just make it hard for him. So far, he's got 99 receptions. He's sixth in the NFL. He's got 1,000 yards, 1,062 yards, 13th, and he's tied for 46 with 4 touchdowns. And he averages 10.7 per catch. So that's Minshew's crutch. He's always looking for Michael Pittman. He's always going to try to get him the ball because he has faith and trust in him. And so he was kind of forced to kind of spread it out, with him out with the concussion. So he's going to have his guy back. So, hopefully our guys will be ready to, get that pressure on, just to make Mr. Pittman work, make him work. Let me see. So they're tight ends. They got Mallory, I think Will Mallory, in the 5th round this year, and then they signed I forget his name, Brown, and then Ogletree, I believe, is their backup. He's like their 3rd. So, but Mo Ali Cox, that's the guy that we definitely got to keep an eye on. But it's him and Granson are the number 1 and 2. So, we definitely have to make sure we have our linebackers just looking for that because it's going to either be Pittman, Cox, or they're going to try to get it to Pierce. So that's kind of like there is one, two, three. Okay, we got now the Minshew magic. Now, my opinion of Minshew is I've seen him kind of play good in some big spots and kind of do good, kind of, play bigger than I guess maybe he should. I remember him in Jacksonville. He was very streaky. He, can be a problem if he has Pittman back at full strength and they get on the same page quick. But like I say, it's rhythm and everything like that. When you're coming back, you got to get back to the speed of the game. So hopefully, we can contain him and we can actually score some points too as well. So let me see. The running game is going to be key too. That the running game must get going early for us. That's for us. Zamir White can turn his season around by being productive down the stretch. Now, I know I've definitely said some things about Zamir White, just kind of not being a fit. And last week he, proved a lot of people wrong, myself included. That he can be a good back and he can break some tackles. And it's good to see. So I'm glad. I'd rather see him prove me wrong than to actually prove me right. Because at the end of the day, he's helping our team at the end of the day. So, I hope he gets it. And so hopefully he can double that and stack up these wins. I say this every week, but Aiden must get the ball out and cannot keep stepping up into sacks. Indy will try to slow things down with the ground game too. So they're going to try to run the ball and kind of keep the ball out of our hands and kind of, mess with our rhythm a little bit. But like I said, if we contain that run and we have to run the ball well too and allow Aiden opportunity to hit his weapons. Let me see. But talking about the offense, can we salvage and recover on offense? And what do you guys think it will take? I'll make that the question of the day. What will it take to be a pro offense this year? Like, I know we've had our struggles this year, and we are where we are. But if we're going to get to the playoffs, we know we can't play like that. Our offense has to be on point, or we will be going home sooner than we want to. But yeah, what do you guys think it's gonna take? Like, who do we sit? Who do we bring in? Who do we, do we? So this is an idea I had too, and I see a lot of teams have kind of been doing it too. Is signing people off practice squads. I forgot who it was. We signed off someone's practice squad, but I think it was a tight end. But yeah, like I think someone should be surfing other teams, like, and signing people off this practice squad and getting, slowly getting this team ready and, more complete. Now hopefully that's possible. I'm saying that, and I'm not 100% sure if that's possible, but I see that recently we've been signing people off practice squads and stuff like that. So I think because when I look at the quarterback situation, now the whole thing with having Jimmy and having Hoyer was because they were familiar with the Josh McDaniels. Okay, Patriots way. Okay, we're not the Patriots. We're not. We don't have that Josh McDaniels and a thing going for us no more. So this is the time to look at these practice squads for quarterbacks, young quarterbacks that can. I know there's somebody out there that's better than Brian Hoyer. Hoyer's about to retire. So how about an early retirement and we fix our roster kind of now and that, and surf these practice squads and get someone. Because if we sign someone, they have to get signed to our active roster, or I think to our active roster. So I think maybe they're okay with having Jimmy as a backup too. So maybe that's why they're not kind of thinking that. But that's what I just been thinking. There has to be somebody out there with potential that we could sign to our roster and cut ties with Hoyer. They got rid of Justin Haran, and that was somebody that they were trying to keep, and that was from that Patriot regime, and he's gone now. So it's like we have to start cutting these players like that don't play, that are just taking up roster spots, and replace them with players that can help us now. Like I was really upset when the draft we got the guy Byron Young or Brian Young. When we got Zamir White, he was hurt. He was coming off injury. It was all these players that we took a chance with, like Tyree Wilson. He was coming off a foot. Jimmy Garoppolo, we had him coming off a foot. It's like everybody. It's like we got off to a slow start, and that's one of the things that frustrates me every year. And Raider fans, we know every year we either start off slow, we hit a streak, and by the end of the season, we're a couple games. And if we had just won one game, 2 games, it's not even like it's 3 or 4 games. If we could win one game more than we won, there's a playoff spot. Because last year, how many times did they say, "Oh yeah, we're gonna be out of it, we're out of it," and still at the end of the year, until almost the very end, we were in the playoff hunt. So we have except not, definitely not last. Well, I mean, last year we were close enough that we were 2 games. I think we won 6 games, so we were like 2 to 3 games out. So, and we could count 7, 8 games that we should have won, that we were that close. So, yeah, sorry for that little tangent, but yeah, we just need to, I think one thing that's going to help our offense is beefing up our O-line. We have in my opinion, we have a very small line compared to, like, say, the 49ers, or like even the Chiefs at full strength had a big line, but not so much now. But the Niners, they have big guys, man, and it's easy to run the ball. It's easy to pass the ball when you got big guys protecting back there. So I want us to beef up our line. Some guys that can create some space, because I feel like our offensive line holds just enough. It's like just enough. Hey, we got a guest in the building. How we doing?
Hey, what's up, King? What's up? Decided to
going?
slip in. Kind of woke up a little bit slow today. I was like, maybe I'm not going to be able to hop on Jason's pod, but brush the teeth. We feeling good out here.
That's
I like
what
the
I'm talking
lighting.
about.
I
Hey,
like the new
appreciate
lighting
it.
you got.
Appreciate it,
Setup.
man. Oh, in fact, I forgot to turn them on too. I forgot to light it up.
Oh, it looks like
Yeah.
you had like a little lighting, at least facing your face or whatever. But
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Adding little wrinkles here and there too.
yeah, get the setup going.
Yeah. How's everything?
Oh yeah, it's going good. There's been some crazy stuff I don't know going on in the office, but Eli's been out for a bit. What I'm saying, like, I'm running things now.
Okay.
Uh, we've had a good past 2 weeks, but what we did is this week, we pulled down the pants. We just took a big old dump. What I'm saying, and
Yeah.
we're just gonna have to walk and leave that on the street and just move on to the next week. Let the janitors clean it up. Move
Yeah.
on, lick our wounds. What I'm saying.
That's the San Francisco way. No.
Yeah, there we go. Just take it, move on. Let someone else deal with it.
Take it and move on.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I had some sound troubles earlier.
It looks like I see the little scrolling thing out there.
Yeah,
So
man, thank God for the nation, man. I was
we're
going off, and
salute
then
the
I see,
nation,
wait,
man.
notice.
Salute the nation.
Yes, sir. Salute.
Oh yeah, salute to Tony, man. Always dropping some banger takes. What I'm saying?
Hell yeah, man. Tony's my guy. Hey, that Tyree Wilson helmet's kind of looking better and better each.
Oh, I didn't. Since it's been so distant, I haven't really been. That's what you got, a Tyree Wilson helmet.
No, Tony won one on the giveaways. I was gonna say,
Oh,
like, and it was right when because we were kind of seeing if he was going to be the guy, if he's not going to be the guy, and he's starting to look. He's
He's
looking
starting to look
better.
like the guy. He's starting to
Yeah,
look like the guy. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Yeah, I say definitely give him. That he's had some ups, he's had some downs. I want to see one more
for
year from
sure.
him. Have a full off season healthy. You know what I'm saying? Do a program with Max Crosby, see how he cooks. You know what I'm saying? Because I think people are getting a bit too quick to just jump to like, oh, he should just be a defensive, like interior defensive lineman. Or if you really look at his builds, I mean, if he can play at edge, you kind of want him to. He just doesn't have the technique for it right now. You know what I'm saying? Like right now, he's probably better on the interior, but long term, you probably want to keep him at edge. But who knows? Maybe he'll turn out like Cleveland Farrell, who's actually better on the interior.
Definitely. So yeah, I would like definitely the mix because we don't want to convert him all the way because we still want to have him coming off that edge too. Like, and they can run some stunts with him and Malcolm Kuntz. So it's I think the more the better because like we see Max Crosby's gonna have to be killed before he steps off the field. You know what I mean? So he's been playing hard, playing tough. He's you got to drag him off the field, and good luck with that.
Oh yeah, 100. Yeah, yeah. The good thing about versatility is it makes it easier to play multiple good edge rushers while also having Max Crosby on the field because he's going to stay on the field no matter what. So you got to kind of find a way to use versatility to squeeze in all of your best players at once. So um, just to like maximize the lineups, you might have to play Tyree on the interior because have you talked about Coots so far? A boy been
No,
cooking.
that's good. Hey, that's a good segue. Definitely so. So Malcolm Kuntz, 3 sacks. He was the only person to sack Mahomes 3 times
In
ever.
one game. Yeah, in one
Yeah,
game.
yeah. So we thought that would be Max, but hey, that's good. We're getting it from the other side. We're getting that push up the front. I know we scream to get a DT every year, and we've been trying to do that for the last three. Well, I think for life, but we've finally got I think a system that kind of works. We're getting some push, and it's not because compared to last year, we weren't doing this last year.
Last
You,
year, the defense
yeah,
wasn't doing shit, bro.
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
bro, Derek Carr, one of his worst years, was
yeah,
getting up numbers while the defense wasn't doing anything, bro.
yeah,
Maybe it wasn't literally as bad as 2020, the COVID year, you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
But it was kind of getting there, in terms of how bad the defense was playing. Like they just couldn't get a stop, and now it's now it's ironic, Raider fans for like a decade have been asking, hey, we have like at least a half decent defense? We finally get the
yeah.
decent defense. Our offense kind of sucks dick, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and it seems like it's always like that. We're always lopsided. We'll have the offense, but hey, we'll score 35, but we'll give up 45. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's I think I rather because of course everyone loves offense and everything like that, but I love the having a defense stopping
A
teams.
physical
Yeah,
defense. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? In
like
the trenches, bro. I love that,
yeah,
bro. Even though the score was close, bro, like we beat the Chiefs' ass. Like
yeah,
physically, we beat their ass. Like if you watch
yeah,
the film, Mahomes was fucking like just exhausted, like drained every time he had to run for his life. Even when he was getting first downs, bro, he was
yeah. He was working.
he was he. I mean, yeah. Shout out,
Yeah,
maybe I should, shout out to Mahomes or whatever, running for his life. I do respect the game, but like
yeah,
he was gassed.
yeah.
That's the word I was looking for. He was gassed, bro.
Hey,
Every time he got up.
so remember the touchdown to I think it was Watson, and he almost got sacked there. It was just like I think we went for the strip instead of the actual
Oh
tackle, and yeah, like and he Mahomes, you know what I mean,
yeah,
and he made it happen, and because he's got a strong arm, man, and he can make the throws, like you know what I mean.
always.
That's
He
the
has
thing,
it
like
all.
yeah,
That's the thing about Mahomes. He has everything that you want
yeah,
in a quarterback. He's got it up here. He's
yeah,
got it up here. He's got it with the legs. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? He's got the body to endure a lot of that. So he has everything that you want from a quarterback. So respect to him, but no respect to him shouting at his O line or whatever. When he
Yeah.
was partially involved in fumbling the ball that gave us another thick six. You know what I'm saying?
That was yeah. He caught it too. Only Mahomes would catch his own fumble.
Oh well, no, yeah, that is kind of crazy. He caught it, but no, I'm talking when he did the handoff
Oh
to
yeah.
God, I'm forgetting his name. I
To,
guess it was the running back, or
was it
who was he even handing it off to?
I think Hilaire, was it Hilaire?
Or no, it's like their good running back who they got in like the 7th round,
Oh,
like last.
Pacheco.
I think he handed off to Pacheco or
Yeah.
handed it off. They fumbled it, and then your boy Bilal Nichols just runs it in for a thick six. You know what I'm saying?
He
Not
said
quite,
the
not quite
fix.
as thick as John Jenkins, though. Not quite as
Oh
thick as John
yeah.
Jenkins. That's a big boy, John
Yeah.
Jenkins. You know,
Rumbling,
yeah,
bumbling stomach.
you know what I'm saying? Like, I bet the fans felt like it was a San Francisco earthquake, you know what I'm saying, when
Yeah.
John Jenkins ran that in.
They felt
Um,
that. They felt that in the Bay.
yeah, I felt a little bit of aftershock or whatever,
It's
you
like
know what I'm
it's
saying?
like it's like
Um,
whoa. It's like, whoa, what is
Whoa,
that?
whoa, whoa! I see
Yeah.
the silverware shaking. What's
You know what
going
I'm
on?
saying?
Is the big one happening or not? You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
yeah, and then also Mahomes throwing that pick six, bro. I rewatched it a couple times. What happened? I love this. Jack Jones, he was running. He first kind of looked at Mahomes just to see it, like, oh, is this guy gonna catch up to me? He kind of looks forward, like, no, I got to make it. And
Yeah.
then he looks back at him, it's like, no, I wait. I'm gonna run in this motherfucker ain't catching me. He stares Mahomes' ass down as he's running it into it. Did you see that? Did you notice
Oh,
that?
did I? Hey, I love it because a lot, I think I forgot people are like, oh, you shouldn't taunt him. I'm like, why not? This what? You know how many times they would
Talk
taunt him?
it. Talk
Uh,
it.
For every time they did those ring around the rosies, all that kind of stuff. That's all that went through my mind. It's like, yeah, now you're getting a taste of your own. You know what I mean? Like that's how it's supposed to be. And we haven't had this in a minute. You know what I mean? Like where we've had DB's cocky enough. Like we've been just trying to hang on. You know what I mean?
The DB's
Like
been fighting for their not even for their job. They've been playing
yeah,
that bad. They not be fighting for their life. They've been fighting for their job, bro.
yeah.
So
So that means they're comfortable. That means they're seeing everything well. You know what I mean? And it's like at least this dude can catch. I mean, shout to Marcus Peters, but this dude dropped so many pick sixes, and this
yeah,
dude had one per
one
these
per
last two
game.
games.
You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
So
That's
it's
a good
it's
average. That's a
So
good average.
it's definitely, and I love that we're picking up these little pieces at the end of the season. It's like it's not, we're not done adding and making this team better. I like that.
Champ Kelly's cooking. Champ
Yeah,
Kelly's in the kitchen.
let Champ cook.
You let him cut, bro. Just remove at this point. Like honestly, I feel like it should be even easier for Mark Davis to just make Champ the. Well, I guess Champ, if he was the GM, he would choose. He would probably pick Antonio Pierce every time as his coach. I was saying like at this point, it's like, what's the argument against like not going with Champ Kelly? I feel like it's a duh thing. We probably, if we didn't hire Dave Ziegler, we would have hired him instead. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? He's literally done everything that you would want. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sure if he's made a single bad personnel move. The closest is maybe waiving what is it? Nesta Jade Silvera, because the guy's on a
yeah,
rookie contract, but they wouldn't waive him unless there was good reason to waive his ass. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So, and it's not like the guy's barely played any snaps, so it's doesn't seem like that big of a snake. We'll just keep his ass on the practice team, and
yeah,
he can warm up there. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. I'm good with that too. Dark. Let me see. Well, in fact, let me go back to Tony's and I'm hit Darks too.
Yeah,
Uh, Gus Bradley led defense also. They've been getting ran on, and I hope we got a 1-2 punch for him because I don't know if JJ is gonna play this game, but
yeah. I don't know.
yeah, I'm
Uh,
banking. I think I don't know. It might be contract related. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not gonna. You know what I'm saying? But it feels like it's because I know JJ's gonna play. You know what I'm saying? Like if he can play, he's gonna play. Especially when the games mean what they mean now. He,
Yeah, I just feel like maybe if they were like actually if there wasn't interim tags, I'd be more like with the tags. Like no way they're holding back a player just for money reasons when
yeah,
when Antonio Pierce's job's on the line, when Champ Kelly's job's on the line. Like I feel
yeah,
like they wouldn't be. It wouldn't make sense for them to do that. They would want to do everything they want to win.
yeah,
See, I think Antonio Pierce, he literally said like, "Oh yeah, like, hey man, Josh, he thought he was gonna play on Monday. I thought
yeah,
he was gonna play, and then it just didn't pan out. So
yeah.
yeah, But hopefully they can kind of
Yeah.
be a little bit of a two-headed monster and limit the load for Josh Jacobs, so he can be nice and healthy
Yeah. And
for
that's
the
two
final game.
and that's 2 wins without Josh, right? Two in a
Yeah,
row.
back to back, baby, back to back without Josh. So Zamir, again, it's really funny. Just as we start, talking shit about Zamir, then he actually starts coming into his own and playing like a real back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was starting to think like, man, imagine if we would just like, like regretfully, I was like thinking for a while, like, imagine if we had just like waived or traded Zamir and just kept like that Damian guy who used to play for the Chiefs. Remember the guy who
Oh, Damian
remember in like
Williams.
preseasons? Remember in
Damian Williams.
preseason when
Yeah.
we were watching this guy Damian just actually do
Mhm.
really good runs compared to Zamir, and it's like,
Yeah.
wait, why aren't we keeping him? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's like, well, now we know why. Now we
Yeah.
know why, because we got this guy
Yeah.
on a rookie scale contract that can play.
Yeah.
Now he's just
And
got to learn how to catch.
yeah, and he the fumbling is, even though he didn't fumble, both of those runs he had, he all how he got tackled, you know what I mean? He almost let the ball slip out, but he recovered, you know.
Yep.
But it's like that's his only thing is he cannot fumble because we need every opportunity
Mm-hmm.
on offense, because you see our defense got us 14 points and we won by 6 points.
Yep.
So go figure,
Yep.
you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, like we probably not only on the last drive where we nailed it out, we 100% we could have gotten a field goal if we
Oh
wanted.
yeah. Oh
And
yeah.
we probably, given how much our O line was beating their ass, bro, we probably could have
Yeah.
gotten a tutty. You know what I'm saying? So, that's kind of facts. But yeah, like obviously, moving up beyond the three kneel downs. Yeah, obviously it's not the best look, for an offense if you win by 6, but the defense scores 14. Uh,
Yeah, we gotta start stepping on next, man. We can't be doing this nice stuff. Well,
yeah, yeah,
being nice and being respectful, because they don't like us. You see how like Kelsey was talking crap about they gave it. Well, I mean, I agree with Jack Jones. They took that.
we took it.
I mean, he dropped well. I remember when he dropped that first
Yeah,
pass.
that first pass. Yeah, he dropped it. What that showed to me is like, oh damn, the wind must be crazy. The wetness and the wind, that it must be crazy out there if he's dropping balls. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
that showed to me, oh, this was going to be a physical game and based on the run. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah. It was definitely it was ugly, and hopefully in a cleaner dome setting, it'll be a
Yeah.
better game for Aiden, of course.
Yeah, to be fair, last time it was a clean dome Senny. We dropped 42 in the first half, all offense, by the way. So
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. But I feel like people are riding off Aiden a bit too hard. He hasn't played good, but in my opinion,
my
I don't
bad.
want.
No,
In my opinion, no. It's in my opinion, like I feel like, yeah, he didn't play good. Okay, obviously, if you don't complete a pass in like 3 quarters, that's really bad. Although to be fair, one of those was PI, anyways, and
yeah,
also it was a mix of poor passing, some drops where he had the good pass and one of his guys dropped the ball, and also sometimes good defense where the defender actually covered the ball really well and stuff.
yeah,
But the thing is that he didn't throw any. Turnovers. He didn't turn over though. In my opinion, I feel like he played winning football. I think when what is it? Jim Plunkett. I think when he first played for the Raiders, it was either Al Davis or John Madden. He told him, "I don't care how you play. The only thing I care about is if you win the game." And Aiden O'Connell won the game.
yeah,
He kneeled that ball 3 times in a row like a
yeah,
pro. So that's my thought. Obviously he didn't play well. It's not like, oh yeah, Aiden O'Connell, he's the solution, bro. Like pay this, extend him already, blah blah blah. But like, I haven't written the boy off yet.
yeah. You see how quick you can go from zero to hero though. Like with us with Raider fans, like
Yeah, I know we're
Zim,
kind of bipolar like that, bro.
hey,
We're kind of bipolar, bro.
I admit it, man. We are. Hey, remember when the Zamir White? Oh, you boy's a bum. He's
Yeah,
ever
I
gonna. And
know. We
then
were talking mad
hey,
trash. Also,
hey,
the whole squad with Tyree Wilson, bro. Everyone thought, oh man, this guy's a buzz,
yeah,
bro. Another first round buzz. There we
yeah,
go. The Raiders keep on drafting like shit. And now we're like, like, you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like,
Like
we're a
Hoy
little
Hoyer,
bipolar.
Hoyer, remember, was a bum, and then he had the
It was
50
like, yo, and
yard.
then he,
That
the
50,
long game was like, hey, start Hoyer,
Hoyer's the
start Hoyer,
man. That's the
Hoyer's the
guy.
solution, bro. Start
Yeah,
Hoyer, bro. Like,
yeah. That's
yeah,
right.
we're
And
kind of
then,
bipolar like
hey,
that.
Jimmy G, game one,
It was like
when he ran for those first downs to clinch the game against Denver.
we were like, yeah, Derek Carr can't do that. You know,
Yeah,
that's my QB. That's my QB.
FDC. We don't need DC us. We got Jimmy G.
And now in
And then,
hindsight, we're like, man, if
like,
DC stayed,
yeah,
honestly, you know what I'm saying?
it's funny. So I'm stubborn because like once I stick with I stick with my guns. Like when I say, if I say good riddance, it's good riddance, man. Like
Mhm.
I can't, I don't want to backtrack because I stand on what I stand on. So
Yeah.
there was points in the season that were bad, and I had to even admit, like, damn, I think DC would even got, you know what I mean? Like,
DC would be doing better than this, bro.
yeah, I'm
Like,
like,
come
I,
on,
I, I
man.
can't,
Like,
I can't even lie, but you know what I mean. But I still
it's
stand.
in the
I,
past.
I,
We've
I,
moved
I
on.
stand on our decision because it was a financial decision. It's not that he's not a good quarterback. He's just not a $40 million quarterback. If you're
He's
gonna
not.
give 40 million to somebody, I would rather give it to somebody else.
He's not the problem, but he ain't the solution either.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
exactly.
saying? That's how it is. But
Yeah,
let's get the audience involved a little bit. I've seen some good
exactly.
comments.
Yeah, and it's like stopping the running game for them will help those DBs be able to jump these routes. Because I like that they're not letting. Yeah, I think Amik let something go over his head. I don't know if that was last week or a week
The
before.
Chargers, where there was that deep bomb and they
Yeah,
ran in for the
yeah,
touchdown. Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
At that
See,
point, the game was over, bro.
yeah,
Although to be fair,
yeah.
AP tried to keep him off.
Oh, and see, that's my point though. Like we rarely see that now.
Yes.
Before we were getting hit over the top, a long drive, 40-yard bomb, and it's like now it's like a rare mistake
I was
here
like,
and
oh, that
there. Like,
happened? That
yeah,
happened? Like, you know what I'm saying?
exactly.
Like, did that
So
happen?
yeah, and that's the difference. Like you really do see a difference. And to be fair, last year's defense wasn't that bad. They gave up a lot of yards and everything like that, but in crucial times, they stopped. They made stops at the
Yeah, what they did
end of those
is
games.
they often, even if they could have played better,
Mhm.
what they often did was they often at least gave the offense a hypothetical chance. You would obviously have liked the defense to like make it so that it's less, oh, we're giving the offense a chance and more, oh, it's on the opposing team's offense to actually win the game. Whereas it's on our offense to, if they don't score, they lose, and if they do score. Whereas you would kind of like it more the reverse, but they still gave a lot of games they gave us at least a hypothetical chance to win the game. And technically you can't go up 17-0 unless you're actually getting stops in the first quarter. But we were a first half team last year, so I don't know. But,
Yeah, that's the thing. And we would melt down, and but see, me myself would always put that on the offense, not being able to get it done.
of
Like,
course.
to be able to extend drives and stuff like that. Like when you start the third quarter off with a 3-and-out and you give the ball right back to the other team's offense, like it's just a momentum builder, you know what I mean? And then they build off that. They got their stop. So now they're gonna like, okay, build off that with their defense and try to get their offense going. That even came out right. Let me see.
Keep our momentum staying alive. Hey, we're still in the hunt, baby. Still in the hunt. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And then
Zeus, Zeus, Zeus.
that's who thank you, Tony, for that tight end we got from the Steelers.
Yeah,
The
because
offense.
Mayer's out. Mayer's still
Yeah.
out.
Yeah. And then another like Mayer kind of had some injuries when we're talking about
Yeah,
players
toe.
that
He got
yeah.
a toe injury, and that's your base right there. That's your base. So can't mess with that, unfortunately.
Yeah. I like Fotheringham. I like
He
Fotheringham,
showed good things in preseason. He showed good
yeah. He's definitely more of a receiving back. I mean, receiving tight end. So he's going to be a little bit more active out there, which is going to be good. Definitely good to see versus because Mayer they use a lot to kind of block too because he's kind of a bigger guy too as well.
Keep Parham at center. Yeah, I'm not really a big O line guy, so I don't know.
Yeah,
But we'll probably. I mean, at the very least, it's good to have a guy who can be versatile like that. But
I definitely want to upgrade from James, like Andrew James.
James is just okay.
I think he was just kind of like a cheap. It was kind of a homer, kind of a cheap,
Yeah, Homer, keep the guy in the
Yeah,
system. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Not going to cause any major problems. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
But yeah, he's a Jag.
yeah. If
James is a Jag, bro.
if you had to keep one or the other, would you keep Illuminor or would you keep James?
Luminor every time, bro. That guy's been fucking kind of dominating a little bit in the later half of the season. Yeah, in my opinion, bro, keep Illuminor every time. Only reason you wouldn't is because there's just Illuminor's position is a little bit more we have a
Yeah,
little bit more talent at that because we have Thayer Munford, who's
yeah,
really good, while also having, I mean, Colton Miller does play, he plays left tackle. He doesn't play left guard. He
yeah,
plays left tackle, right? And so you have
yeah,
Colton Miller, who's the guy, and then
yeah,
you have both Munford and Illuminor
for sure.
competing at the same position. But I mean, at bare minimum, in terms of talent level, I mean, I'll take Illuminor every time because that guy's been kind of dominating some really good edge players and keeping
Yeah.
it competitive.
So Mumford was originally a left tackle, like, and they converted him to right tackle. Just with
Yeah,
injuries and
let me look it up. Let me look there. I'm pretty sure I used to even play guard back in the day.
yeah, he's a big. I liked for his. He was kind of a big guy, and like I liked his game against the Chargers, and he was giving he was giving Mac the blues.
Oh, no, bro! Everyone was giving Mac the blues. If you saw in the first play, bro, fucking Michael Mayer put Khalil Mack's ass on the ground, bro. If you
Yeah,
saw literally first
yeah.
play, bro. Um, let's see, college positions. Yeah, I'm looking up there, Munford. I'm looking it up right now. You can engage the audience. We got to
For
keep
for
them engaged. They've been
sure.
saying good thing.
Yeah,
Adam
I seen
Plant,
there. There's one I seen. I'm gonna try to get to. I just seen it too.
yeah.
Appreciate you guys too,
But
man.
Tony, has Adam Plant has he actually been playing?
Oh,
Has he
there we
been
go.
activated from the practice squad? Because I heard good things about him in the preseason. Adam Plant, who's like plays interesting or whatever.
Yeah,
Because I thought that I know that Adam Butler has been playing pretty good for us, and
yeah,
we've been mixing and matching lineups. But if he's playing, that's good to hear that we're developing talent. Because I think Adam Plant's like a undrafted guy or whatever.
yeah. He was a undrafted free agent, and
Yes,
he was the name that Max Crosby and Chandler Jones were
yeah,
given props to, like in the
yeah.
preseason. So
Yeah, so that's like, oh, I haven't heard about this guy, but you're
yeah,
talking about him, so you guys have my attention. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. They got rid of Rochelle too, right? They cut Rochelle.
Oh yeah, Rochelle. Yeah, Isaac Rochelle. He out. He out.
Yeah. So it's like now, maybe there's some younger guys that they're trying to push, towards that you know, get them developed.
Yeah. D Menace, Lou D Menace.
D Menace, my God. Swarming defense, yes. That's what I want to see. Like the gang tackle. I love how I don't know if you guys seen Amik's mic'd up and
Oh
just
yeah, yeah.
I remember his I think it was against Pittsburgh. I want to say his first season. And just watching him from his first mic'd up and then to this one, like I love his energy, man. Like he's always talking and like his
Mm-hmm.
confidence, man. Like even though his size, like he plays like he's 7 feet tall, man. I swear,
Mm-hmm.
like
I mean, we all saw we all saw that interception he
yeah,
had against a fucking tight end, bro. He jumped
yes.
into the air and caught that thing from it.
Oh, against Kittle.
Yeah,
It was that against
well,
you
no,
talking
I'm
about?
talking more against the
Oh,
Packers, but
oh, okay.
I think Kittle he did, and
Yeah,
I was like,
he
damn,
ripped it
I
away
mean,
from him.
really fucking got that shit, bro.
Yeah.
But
Oh my
that's even
God.
more impressive in all honesty, bro.
Yeah.
Fucking in a
Yeah.
contested catch situation, your tiny ass fucking catching that from George Kittle, a Pro Bowl guy with Brock Purdy, who had all
Yeah.
cylinders revving. You know what I'm saying? That was quite the pick. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And then you said that, Tony, too. The pressure causes turnovers. And if we got that pressure on Mahomes, who is very shifty, very, very
Ooh,
he like
Coots and Matt
yeah.
Crosby gonna feast
Yeah.
on Gardner Minshew,
Yeah.
bro.
We have the ultimate speed rush. Like cuz Kuntz he's
He's got
light.
that band. He's light.
Yeah,
He's
you know what I'm
light, but
saying? Like
he's physical, but he's light. He's kind of
yeah,
he does play light. I like that
and
word. He's light. Yeah.
and he can beat people around that corner. Like that's what I'm saying. He causes quarterbacks to have to move off their spot quicker, and he often runs them into either Max or what I mean, one of the DTs. Like, it's crazy. He forces them to have to get out of that spot early. So that's what I said. If we can keep that up, man.
Yeah, I'm
Keep.
looking at it. He actually, yeah, he did play a little bit of left guard there. Month third, he played
Mm,
some left guard. I think what happened, if I remember from because there's a guy Raider Films that I like who does breakdowns on Raider Films and stuff,
yeah,
and he actually said that Mumford. He just went out on a limb, was like, fuck it. He's like, Mumford, steal the draft because we got him in the 7th round. Because what happened is he played at left guard to help like complete the offensive line, but he didn't really play that well at left guard, so that tanked his draft value. And so when we picked him up, we knew that we were just going to not we weren't going to play him at left guard. He's a tackle, right? So we are going to play him at tackle, and so he's been playing really good for us as literally just a 7th round guy.
yeah.
Who's playing meaningful minutes as a starter from here and there, but he has occasionally played as a guard. I feel like given Illuminor's build, you would think he would work well as a guard, but
I actually I think we've said that too, because he
he's
looks,
been cooking at
yeah,
tackle recently. So if it ain't broken, don't fix it. But given
yeah,
his build, you would think he would work well as a guard. But
yeah, because he has the short, what I mean, short arms and stuff like that, and like that's more, kind of like guard. But we'll see what we do. Like I think he's having a baby and stuff too, so he might want a little bit more money so he can take care of the little baby Raider.
yeah, take care of the kids, take care of the wife's family, take care of his, get spread the
Yeah,
love.
yeah. Let me see.
That's a fact. Yeah, Jack Jones, that's my guy. We had him for 2 more years. Picked
Yeah,
him up
and
off the waivers, bro. Bro, can you
yeah.
imagine how different things would be? Because the thing is, there was only 2 teams that put in a call on the waiver wire for him. It was us and the
Mhm.
Vikings. Can you imagine if the Vikings somehow got his ass, bro? That'd be
Yeah,
tragic. He
that'd be
belong.
crazy.
He is a Raider. Jack Jones is a fucking Raider, dude. It
Yeah,
was good.
and he just got here, and he's already exerting that confidence, that swag. Like
Yeah,
it's a good sign, and it's energetic. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Or it's contagious. I mean,
It contain. Yeah, yeah. I didn't expect this kind of contributions from a guy we picked up off the waiver wires, but but we got. It was funny. I told my dad about Jack Jones, and I was like, "Yeah, we picked him up off of waivers." My dad was like, "What the hell did they waive him for?" I'm like, "Yeah, he got waived from the Patriots for character issues," and he started laughing his ass off. Bro, it's like
yeah,
that's
hey,
such a Raider thing, bro. Getting a guy who gets waived for character issues who gets back-to-back pick sixes the same season, bro. Like,
I would definitely. In fact, I'm gonna go back to that diminish. Yeah, I see. When it comes to the character issue things, I'm so used to us now that we're always trying to better our image and stuff like that. But we're Raiders, man. At the end of the day, give us the troubled,
mm,
talented, fast guys. Like all the nice guys. We're Raiders, man. At the end of the day, man, we coming to take the silver and gold. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't need good guys. Don't try to change the Raider image. You know what I'm saying? Like don't
yeah.
change what we are. We are who we are. And it's like we need to get back to that where it's like, yeah, this guy has attitude, but he can play some damn ball. He can.
Yeah.
He's fast as shit. Like you know what I mean? It has to be like that. It has to be that dude. Yeah, he's an asshole, but man, can he sack the
He
quarter?
plays physical, he plays dirty or whatever. It's like that John Madden line. Yeah, we're a dirty team. What are you gonna
Yeah.
do about it?
Yeah, exactly.
you know what I'm
Stop
saying?
it. Stop us. And it's like when a bully, like it's bully ball, especially
Yeah,
playoffs. Playoffs, people are fighting for their lives. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like it's like
Physical defense is what wins the
yeah,
playoffs, baby.
yeah,
And we got the most physical defense of them all.
yeah. And it's like nobody is still trying to give us credit. You know what I mean? They're still trying to put it on all these different things, and it's like we're just handling business week in and week out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just do our job. Just do our job. Stick to our business and stand on it.
D Menace says, "Who do you guys want as OC?"
I don't know. Whoever AP wants, because AP's my guy.
I know AP, my God.
Yeah, whoever, honestly, I'm not. Look, man, the thing about our offense, despite how shit it is, they actually have valid excuses. Is the unfortunate thing. So it's really hard to make a good judgment. Our AOC was playing third team reps on a shit coach's playbook that he wasn't even able to learn. So he's playing with a limited playbook. Our OC is using a limited playbook, trying to like scramble together a playbook like week to week, adding new plays and shit. You know what I'm saying? With a rookie QB, you know what I'm saying? So they actually have valid excuses is the unfortunate thing. So it's hard to make a judgment, but I'm not inherently opposed to sticking with Bo, but the idea of a veteran offensive coordinator helping to study things with a rookie head coach like AP and a rookie, potentially a rookie or sophomore quarterback in AOC or whoever we draft next year.
Mm.
The idea of that sounds great, but I mean AP is my guy, so in my opinion, we go with who AP wants. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. How do you feel about Eric Bieniemy?
He seems good. The one thing I will say is, I mean, anytime you have an offensive, I don't know too much, right? I'm a Raider guy, so I really just follow my own team whenever it's sports. It's like my housemate put it, it's like when your team's out, you're out. You know what I'm saying? Which is
Mm-hmm.
true for me. When my team's out, I'm out.
Mm-hmm.
But to my understanding, he's the offensive coordinator under Mike McDaniel, right? Or
Uh,
or is it under Dan Campbell instead?
wasn't Andy Reid? Or
Oh
is
wait, Eric Bien. Oh, Eric Bieniemy. Oh wait, that's the
yeah.
defensive guy for the Chiefs.
Oh, the
Yeah, yeah.
offensive coordinator. I think he is.
No, he's. I think he's. Oh wait, Eric Bieniemy. What the fuck? Wait, am I just mixing it up right now? No, he
Yeah.
plays. What is it? He is. Yeah, OC for. He's OC for the Chiefs. It
Yeah.
seems like. I mean, they haven't really been playing that great recently, but I guess they've. I don't know. Oh wait, now he's playing for. Oh, okay. Actually, he did play for the Chiefs for a while, but or not play, but coach for
Sure.
them, and now he's with the Commanders, and he seems to be pretty good. I don't really know. I can't say too much. That's how little I'm able to say is I'm confusing him with other guys. That's how poor I
Yeah.
know about him. So I'm gonna step back on this one.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I think the coordinator. I mean, yeah, it matters and stuff like that. And I would like us to go new school. You know what I mean? Like, and just kind of get with the times. But I want us to add more like wide receivers, like 3 wide receiver sets, like 4 wide receiver sets, and I just want us to do more of that.
Just
And
swing
we
it,
got
baby.
yeah, and we got to draft, more weapons. Like I want us to draft some more running backs because we don't know kind of what the situation with Josh is going to be. Is he going to come back? Is he going to, you
I
know?
thought BPA, baby, BPA. Just get the
Yeah,
best guy, add talent to your team. If you can
yeah,
make trades up, navigate the draft day trades and stuff well, because you can make draft day trades based on need if a guy's fallen in a position of need. But when it's your time to pick, you choose BPA, my friend.
yeah,
So that's my thought. We can improve at all facets of the team. The O line could be
yeah.
better. QB could be better. We could have more depth at the running back position. We could add a developmental wide receiver. I'm saying there's a
Hmm.
lot of good wide receivers that they could learn from. We could
Yeah,
add, we could continue to develop our defensive line. I'm saying we could use just like a safety who's like our guy. Like Trayvon Merrick is kind of
yeah,
developing into the guy, but not
yeah.
quite. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Unfortunately, he was deprived of some interceptions because he had the club on his hand. But
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Yeah, and just more developmental pieces. Whatever. Just add it all. We can improve at all facets.
yeah.
So
What
yeah.
what do you think changed for Trevor Moore? Like what? Because
What do I think changed?
I'm
Maybe
very
scheme a little bit. Maybe a little bit. Seems like he's like a certain. I forget how, but I've heard that he was drafted by God, who's
uh,
the defensive coordinator for the Colts? I'm forgetting.
Gus
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 Bradley. Gus
yeah, Gus
Bradley. Gus.
Bradley.
He was a Gus Bradley guy, and so he knows how to play in that. And it seems like we've adjusted the system a little bit to accommodate. Like Patrick Graham's recently had some schemes that are similar to how Gus Bradley might do it or whatever is kind of what I've heard. So it's a
Mhm.
little bit of scheme, but I think he just started to put it a little bit together. I'm
Yeah.
saying he's gotten a couple interceptions to get his confidence going. He
Mhm.
has a really good mentor in the form of Marcus Epps. You know what I'm saying? It's rare, even though we don't really hear Epps' name called too much. The reality is do you ever see Marcus Epps giving up a big play? No,
No, we
no.
see him. He saves a lot of plays too.
He,
Like he's usually that last man to
last
make
line of
that last.
defense.
Yeah, exactly.
So he puts the rest of the really he's kind of the silent killer where he just puts the rest of his guys in positions to cook. You know what I'm saying? He holds it together. So I think he's had a good uh, the leadership of Marcus Epps, who literally was on a Super Bowl team. Maybe has helped him as well. But again, I mean, to be fair, players, you really, in my opinion, you want to look to when you're talking about a guy who you drafted, you really want to see them make that leap and really play at an NFL level the third year, right? So Kuntz playing at that third year, he put it together in his third year. Merrick put it together in his third year. Divine Diablo, well, I'd like to see more. He's getting the tackles going. He's putting together. He's a nice Robin to the Batman of Spillane. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Uh, who else? We got friggin' I'm blanking at this point. I forget else who drafted, but guys it's in their third year that you want to kind of see them make their leap, and it's the third year for Merrick, so he's had 2 years to
Yeah.
understand it. I think I listened to Shannon
Not
Sharp and Ocho Cinco's podcast.
good one too.
It's a great one. That's a beautiful podcast. That's just growing for a reason. That's a good ass
Yeah.
podcast. But I forget if those even in like before they had made it, where they just come on to Shannon Sharp's like own podcast, Club Shay
Yeah.
Shay or whatever.
Club station. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
where he had Ocho, he was talking about how in his first 2 years he didn't rent an apartment. He just literally just
Yeah.
lived in the he literally lived in
Yeah.
a facility and stuff. And so because he just needed to acclimatize to the game. And he said after his second year, that's when he really kind of understood and was able to do what he needed to do. So yeah, that's my very long answer as to why Trayvon Merrick has kind of put it together pretty well this year.
Yeah. And Malcolm Kuntz too. I think this is his third year too. Yeah.
Third year as well. Divine Diablo, it's his third year.
Yeah. Now Divine Diablo, out of everybody, like when he's healthy, he's very versatile, but it's like he's always injured and he's always coming off injury. Like, and I
Yeah,
think we're
I
definitely
just
gonna
want
have
to
to
see that. I
address
want to
the.
see the big play. I need to see a Divine Diablo play. That's what I
Yeah,
want to see. Is I need to
exactly.
see the Divine Diablo play.
Yeah.
The Splain play. I mean, bro, he's always tackling people, bro. If you remember me and my dad were watching the Vikings game, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Splain was tackling everybody in that game, bro. But I want to see, or I would say Spillane play is when he had that interception against the Jets or whatever with
Oh
the
yeah.
fucking scarred ass hand, bro.
Yeah.
That's his play. But I want to see the Divine Diablo play. I think he had some good plays against the Broncos, if I remember. But I want to see the Divine Diablo play.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I think in his first couple years, he kind of, and then he got injured. He
Well,
kind of
last
showed
year he was the
us.
leading tackler until he got
Yeah,
injured.
yeah. So it's just, I guess, about him just staying on the field and being
Yeah,
able to, vibe with the guys and just be able to, stay healthy and stay available. Mm. So protect the shield, man. I appreciate you being here. Love the podcast too. Definitely check him out. He has a great point too when we're talking about Eric B. Uh, Eric B is 100% no go due to his domestic violence accusations. Davis family stands strong against that due to the Blitnikoff family. And that is a great point. We stand. That's a good thing about our organization, man. We stand on a lot of things like diversity. We stand on. They're very strong about the domestic violence situation. So,
yeah,
there's a lot of. We won't take chances on people that have different kind of risks like that. Like you've seen with Carter this year. We probably should have, but I see where they were coming
yeah.
from. So
It looks like it's looking like Tyree Wilson is turning out to be not the worst second choice. And I will say is Jalen Carter looks like he's such a great pick, and he is. But I would say he's the best pick for the Eagles right? Because they literally have his brother, and they have an elite defense that can keep him grounded and develop him and not let his character issues get out of line. Because there's other good defensive linemen that can hold him in check, so he can't just like feel like he's the GOAT, being like the best interior guy on the team or whatever. He can like develop and get through his character issues. There's good leadership, and it's stable. So, Jalen Carter looks like the great pick, but I would say he was the best pick for the Eagles, and the Eagles picked him because they had the best environment for him. But yeah, obviously, look, I'll say I even deliberately didn't spoil myself on draft day, and I just looked on the Twitter video to see who the Raiders selected on draft day. And I was like, and I had found out that Jalen Carter had fallen to us. I was like, Jalen Carter, Jalen Carter, Jalen Carter. When it was like the Las Vegas Raiders select for the 7th pick of the draft. You know what I'm saying? It's like Jalen Carter, Jalen Carter. Tyler was like, okay, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But Tyree Wilson is not an okay, whatever guy at this point. So
Yeah. So far we'll see, because like he was coming off that injured foot, this year, and I'm gonna wait till next year to kind of see, what kind of beast he turns into, or if he's a jag. But definitely, I'm gonna give it till next year to kind of see kind of how he develops, and what he does over the summer, and how he enters next season. Yeah, good old Gus. Um, that was our guy. I actually wanted to keep Gus Bradley because that was the defense that got us into the playoffs. Of course, both sides. You know what I mean? But I remember that defense played very well. Nate Hobbs.
imagine if we kept Yannick. Imagine if we kept Yannick. The guy played, bro. That boy was
Exactly.
cooking.
Yeah, and it was like him and Max Crosby were meeting at the quarterback. You know what I mean? They were challenging each other, and it was a system that worked. And then we look at how the Chandler Jones situation didn't work. We could have saved that spot. We could have saved that pick. You know,
Yeah, I
and
think to be fair, the one thing was they signed Chandler as a free agent and traded Yannick for Rock Ya-Sin,
Rocky
who
Sin.
actually played decent for us, but like in hindsight, fuck all that shit. Don't sign
Yeah,
his ass. Just keep Yannick, and
yeah, yeah,
we'll find another good
yeah.
corner. We'll
Yeah.
sign a corner or something. Maybe overpay
But
him.
and see the crazy part about that, like you said, with the Rocky Sin left.
Yeah,
You
he
know what I
left
mean? So
anyway,
it's like
so
we
we
lost
were
we
screwed.
lost them both.
Yeah, we
You know what I
lost them
mean?
both. You know what I'm saying? So they both had 1 year left on their contract.
Yeah,
Yannick, I think, and
yeah.
Rock. So,
And I think
but
Yannick
Yannick was a
wanted to
Raider, bro.
stay.
He was a fucking
Yeah,
Raider, bro. He was mad.
yeah,
He literally said like he
yeah,
literally was mad that we traded him. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? So Yannick's a fucking Raider, bro. But
yeah. He wanted to stay, and then we're like, no, we got to get Chandler. Yeah.
now we're like Chandler. Like, where's Chandler? Like,
Yeah.
is he good?
Where's
Is he
where's
in an asylum right now or what, bro? Like.
where's Chandler? Yeah. So I know it's
Asking
I
that
know
this
I know.
whole season, man. I've been asking that this whole season.
So I'm gonna show you this. I made some adjustments because I did it a little bit wrong. It was kind of little mistakes on it, but I know it's too soon. I know it's too soon, but I'm just kind of looking forward to the draft and kind of just building this team. And just off what we've seen this year so far. These are my opinions of things we need to definitely address. Like if why I have number one QB/DL, because if Aiden is the guy, then I'd rather go D line. You know what I mean? Like I'd rather go D line first.
Yep.
But if we're going to get that quarterback, I want us to get a top three guy. You know what I mean? Top three quarterback. And DB, because when we entered this year, we had to sign Marcus Peters just to have a legitimate, almost good corner room.
Yeah,
So it's like,
we if you heard the reports, the Raiders, it looks like it's a done deal. They'll sign Marcus Peters, and we waited a long ass time to actually sign him. It's like, man, we really don't even want to sign this guy. Like,
yeah,
but we had to. We just
we
didn't have
had to.
any player, or like our players haven't blossomed
Mhm.
when Marcus Peters had arrived. And, hey, whatever, regardless of even his play, it seemed like he did offer some good leadership in the locker
Yeah,
room for a time. So
yeah,
I no disrespect to Peters,
yeah.
but yeah, I'll continue.
So we got okay. So like I said, if I would go DB just so we can develop someone with Bennett, so Bennett can we'll have somebody to kind of either challenge him or compete with him for that spot, and just keep us with our own DBs. That'll have our own that we can develop. And like I said, if we draft a quarterback, I always like to give a quarterback a wide receiver to kind of grow with. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's smart actually. That's pretty smart. That makes a lot of sense.
So that way he has his kind of go-to
His guy,
guy, and then plus not only that, you'll have a Jacoby Myers and a Devontae once you know what I mean. So it's like
Renfro, and the whole squad. Trey Tucker.
exactly, yeah. But if we do keep Aiden, then I would say we get a good tackle. You know what I mean? That's about as late as I would try to get a good tackle. You know what I mean? Because they're
Yeah,
probably going to try to snatch him early. But I think we could still get someone maybe around round 3.
yeah.
Linebacker, definitely for the Diablo reason that we were saying, kind of just to get someone to, I guess, fill in for him when he gets injured, or you know what I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah, I guess so. Yeah, you're right, bro. You're kind of right, dude.
or to upgrade. And then, like I said, the running back situation, I hope we can still get a good running back in this round. I kind of would reverse fourth and fifth because I feel like linebackers you can get later in the rounds, and I feel like the really good, really
I mean, Luke Masterson, he's a guy for us, and he's
mm,
he's undrafted.
yeah, that's why I feel like we could get linebackers, but I definitely think that's a something we do need to address was the linebacker position too. Dang, I said another wide receiver, and then safety, of course, for sure, just to get another guy because we lost Teamer, we lost somebody else that we had from last year too. That we Palomile.
Paul
I
still on the team.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna kind of take a step. I don't know.
But the issue is Epps and Marigo just been playing too good.
Yeah,
That's the
and
issue.
and
He's
I was
good though. I like when I see Paul Mount, I like what I see. But Epps and Merrick been playing too good, so
yeah,
he's got to stay on the bench.
which is a blessing too. I'm glad you said that too because they have been healthy. You know what I mean? Like just give them credit too that they've been healthy and stayed on the field. And that's a good point that we haven't had to rely on Palomile. But
We
yeah,
still
I
have we do have Bernie. Yeah, we do have Amari Bernie. He hasn't done a ton for us, but he's developing six round guy.
yeah. Yeah, I hope so, man. I hope yeah, I just hope let's get to the playoffs first, but I'm kind of looking forward to just building this. I hope that they keep our defense together, and just add pieces, fill in the blanks and
Brick
just
by brick,
yeah.
brick by
Yeah.
brick.
Yeah, like we got a good base right now. Let's just make it better. Let's make it better. And I think the offensive line, if we either shuffle around or just kind of upgrade in certain places, that will open it up for Aiden. That will open it up for either Josh or, ooh, Lord forbid, is Zamir, by as the
Yeah,
one guy. But we always need a multiple back system because we need backs to do it all because it's too predictable if you try to have one back because that's what it's going to be hard for Indy because we know who their guy is. Jonathan Taylor is their guy, so we know that if we stop him,
it's
we
over.
can. Yeah, it's over.
Yeah. So yeah. But for me, going off, if you pull up the previous things or whatever, I can.
You
If we're
talking
going
about?
based off of like need,
Oh, you're talking about the
the
draft.
QB, yeah, the QB thing.
Yeah.
In terms of need, I feel like no matter what, we should draft a QB at some point. It
Yeah.
seems like that's really what you need in the NFL at this day and age. Is just always drafting a QB every
Mm-hmm.
year. And so whether it's in the first round or not, I think we should. I'm open to drafting the quarterback in the first round, just depending on what the head coach wants and the competition that he wants in the room. But at some point, you got to draft a QB. You would like to have a wide. That is a really smart idea you have. You do want to have at least some kind of wide receiver talent developing alongside that
Mm-hmm.
quarterback as well. And the first round, someone on the defensive line, I do like that is in terms of interior, like developmental guy. Hopefully, even though he hasn't played much, it's partly just because the veterans are playing so well. Hopefully, Byron Young can really step into his own and have a good sophomore year and get some
Yeah.
playing time, put some things on tape, and show Raider Nation was good. You know what I'm saying? Did you see him on Crosby's Instagram live where it was like, "Hey BY, tell him what's up." He was like, "Hey yo man, tell him I said fuck the Chiefs." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Hell yeah. And see, that's what, and I love that it matters to our guys that they were tired of the losing, man. Like it's like KC is so cocky. I see I check their podcast. They're all talking smack, talking about, oh yeah, it's easy and all this kind of stuff like that. Man, I can't stand them. You know what I mean? And it's like
we hate
it,
them, they hate us.
yeah, they hate us. We hate them right back. But it's our team finally saying enough is enough. You know what I mean? Enough is enough. Not today. We ain't losing today. It's gonna be a good Christmas today, and it was.
Yeah. That was I made this joke the whole week, man. I'm Jewish, but Santa had a Christmas gift for me. You know, I'm saying a Raiders win on Christmas Day. So that's a dub right there. Let's see. Sweetheart Henrietta has been cooking in the chat a little bit.
Yeah, I see.
Next year, this step for the Raiders, or no one has it but go Raiders. Fucking positive energy on your hands. Good to know. There we go.
Yeah, I thought I seen that one too. Yeah. Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah, it's I'm just glad we're relevant. We're relevant now.
Yeah. That's unfortunate. This story of the Raiders, man. I'm just glad we're relevant. You could just describe that for the past 20 years. Hey, man, I'm just glad we're in the conversation at this point. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of crazy that 2010 season, many Raiders fans look at that as a high point. When we didn't even make the playoffs, we fucking blew it in the last game. We didn't even make the playoffs that year. But
Yeah.
was Pryor our quarterback then? Was it Terrell Pryor or someone else?
It wasn't. I want to say Camp. No. Was it not Campbell? It was what's his name? Was it Carson?
Let me check it out. Raiders season. Quarter. Paul Hackett? No, that's our quarterback's coach.
I was like Paul Hackett.
Who? You know, who? Let me check it out. I got it. Let me pull it up. Someone else. McFadden was still playing for us, and then
was that Jamar? Oh no, that was
Campbell. Yeah, Jason Campbell.
Yeah, that was Campbell.
Jason
Campbell was the closest we ever came, and it's like when he got injured, man, it was over.
It was Dunsky.
Yeah, you remember when we had Aaron Brooks? I always forget about that. We had Aaron Brooks.
No, man. If you go back far enough, I was just watching the Raiders. I didn't know who the fuck was playing. I didn't really, it's just like I was just watching the Raiders, the team. You know, I'm just saying I didn't really know. And the only player I knew about was freaking Seabass, bro, Sebastian Janikowski, and that was literally the only player I knew about. Was I would always get my hopes up seeing him kick the ball, bro. That had me going, but yeah.
Yes. Just so the good let me see if I can see the other one. Justin Fields. Like here we go. There it is. Yeah, I'm starting to kind of be open to it too as well. I mean, because when you look at it, he's mobile. He can make the throws, but it's just I don't know chemistry wise how that's gonna work. You know,
the chemistry is going to be a little tough, but he's played in the league for a while. He's
played
in the league for a while. You know, he knows right from wrong a little bit, but for Justin Fields, I mean, to be fair, I mean, we have a guy who was on the Bears. We have Champ Kelly. He was on the Bears when that happened. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So he, he knows, and so he's going to be a good voice and a good perspective on that. Again, my thought of the quarterback position next year was just, hey, whatever AP goes with. You know what I'm saying? But we can't get too ahead of ourselves. Let's secure AP the job and win these next two games. And maybe win a playoff game or two, you know?
Yeah,
I just win the whole thing. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Fuck it, you know?
Yep. I definitely agree with you though. We'll draft a quarterback too. Because you never, we need to find, if it's not him, we need to find him. So
Yeah,
We get three quarterbacks. One of them's going to come out on on top. So
yeah. And for your draft list, by the way, I like that you put for safety it being the last one because we actually do have a decent developmental safety, Christian Smith, or
oh,
Chris Smith, or yeah, yeah.
I forget about Chris Smith too.
Yeah, it's just again,
Yeah.
our safety's been playing so good. We have Paul Mal, we
Mm-hmm.
have Chris Smith, but we
Mm-hmm.
just have these other two safeties that are really good. So we don't. There's not much that can be done. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Maybe in the draft we can draft a special teams guy out there. As well. Get that special teams depth. Hopefully, we're probably not going to keep DeAndre Carter. So hopefully, Trey Tucker is getting good
Yeah.
at that punt and kickoff return game. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Yeah, I want us to um so Trey Tucker and the Carters. I like them for the the reverses and the Jets.
The sweeps. Yeah, yeah.
But it's like I want us to have like I don't know if you're familiar with Cincinnati's wide receiver core, kind of how they
Well, I
have
mean, I
like
know that. I mean, I do know their guy Chase Smith, or
yeah,
yeah,
they got Chase, they got Higgins, and then they got dang, I always forget the third guy. But it's like they have a three-headed monster over there. And I like that, consistently any of those guys could really be a one on any other team. You know what I mean? And it's like they built a good little system over there. And they're pretty balanced. Or, without Burrows and stuff like that. But how they were, before Burrow got hurt, they had a good running game with what's his face? Goodness, I can't think of his name right now.
and meaningful football in December. There we go, name.
Yeah.
Meaningful football in December.
Yeah, because it's so many times, and that's why I was saying too. We got to
Not
start.
just December, bro. Meaningful
Yeah,
football in January.
yeah,
That's the real meaningful football in January, baby. That's what I want
yeah,
to hear. Or dare I say it, meaningful football in February. Ooh.
yeah,
Maybe not get too ahead of ourselves, but
yeah. Let's go. It's in our house. It's
it's
in
in
our
our house,
house.
baby.
I want it to have to
The
go through
sky's the
us.
limit, bro. The sky is the
Yeah.
limit.
Oh, and if the playoffs ended today, Indy would play Miami in that seventh, or Indy would have the seventh spot. So that's the spot we're going. If we don't get the division, we're going for that seventh spot that Indy
Yep.
has. So us
Yeah,
taking
yeah.
care of them helps our
It's
cause, and
yeah.
it's taking what they don't want.
Yeah, yeah.
So
It's just that it's really crowded in that division because I think the team that
yeah,
has the same record is
hmm
the Texans, and like
yeah,
it's just kind of interesting how it'll play out. Like there's two kind of paths or whatever in terms
hmm
of us making it to the playoffs. Where if the Chiefs win, it goes one way, and if they
yeah,
lose, it goes another. It just depends on how the Chiefs win. Really determines our path to the playoffs, but the key to our path to the playoffs is winning out. So we just got to take care of business on Sunday. Not get too
yeah.
excited. I think people have been bringing up a bit of a fair point. It does have some of the hallmarks of a trap game. You know what I'm saying? Coming off
Yeah,
after an exciting, emotional win. You know what I'm saying? Short week. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
But to be fair, I feel like, I mean, that edge that we got, that defensive line we got, is really coming into his own. I don't know how teams can beat us with that
Yeah,
edge rush combo we have.
yeah. Our guys are loving the game again. It's you can see it like I said, it's
The whole
contagious.
team, whole team.
Yeah, like they're so I was talking about a Meeks mic'd up, and then they were just like, oh yeah, they're going Mahomes, he's about to throw us one. It's like they're ready. These guys are ready to get the ball. Like, and it's like I've never seen this team like this. Like it, and like for them to communicate the way they are talking to each other on the sideline, like they're looking for turnovers. They're hunting turnovers. And that is something we've been begging for. And it's like I'm proud of these guys, man. I'm proud of, however this season turns out, how they finish this season is, just it means a lot to me because like I said, this thing was looking bad, man. And it was just looking like it was only, our season was going to be over early. And the way
That
our team
Detroit
has
loss,
fought,
bro.
yeah,
Not
yeah,
even the Detroit Ross, bro. If I'm gonna be
yeah,
honest, even just going into the Detroit game, I'm
yeah,
like, man, we just
yeah,
fucking suck, don't we? Like we
yeah.
got no chance, huh? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Hey,
Like,
the Chicago game, like there was a couple, the Charger game, just being so close. Those are the ones that kind
the
of hurt. Are
Steeler
the ones.
game, bro.
Oh yeah, 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 and
Even unfortunately, even in this new regime, you got to say it, the Viking game. Oh,
yeah, Yeah, I was gonna say, man, it was a hell of a defensive game, but it's like, it was ugly that we couldn't even get a field goal.
Yeah, that's. I mean, we had it. We were in position, and fucking Renfro.
Fumbalaya.
It's just whatever,
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah,
On to the next game. On to the next game.
yeah. But we got 2 games left.
2 games
You
left,
know,
baby.
yeah.
Meaningful Raider football,
Oh,
baby.
and I guess we got to talk about this too. Russell Wilson
Oh yeah, we got to talk about that. Yeah, yeah.
getting the
What?
Derek Carr treatment.
Yeah,
Getting
literally, bro, in so many ways, and it was at the. I feel like in some ways he's got done dirtier than Derek Carr because like I feel like at least if you go off the stats, he hasn't even been playing that bad. You know what I'm saying? He really hasn't
yeah,
even been playing that bad.
yeah,
I'm surprised and amazed that they're letting him
yeah,
go. I really am. If I was a Bronco fan, but if I was a Bronco fan, I feel like I wouldn't really be happy with this decision. You know what I'm saying? You traded, you gave so much to get him, and you would still be paying so much just to get him off your hands and have another team sign him. It's like you know, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? I don't know why they're doing that. In my I want to I'll let you cook for a little bit. I'll let you cook.
yeah. It's really hard to say. It's really hard to say.
If we can get him I'll put like if we can get him for cheap, you think we should get him? I think so.
I mean, I compared to what we have now, I mean, I wouldn't mind because you know I think see every time I think about bringing in a quarterback, I always have to think about Devonte Adams and like how it's gonna work. Like can he get the ball to Devonte? Can he? Is it gonna be a? I think he can. I don't
Yeah, you
think.
can.
I don't think Russell's ever had weapons like he will have
Yeah, in
in
terms of
Vegas.
the Seahawks, what was it, who in that Super Bowl team? Who was his best receiver?
What's his face? Lockett and who's the other guy? Lockett. I'm thinking old school. I'm thinking like Deion Branch and all them.
Yeah, that's old school.
Yeah, like let me see. What was his name? It was Lockett. Um, dang, I can't even. Yeah, well, whoever they were. I want to say Robinson was one of them. Robinson was one, but yeah, like I don't think because I think their team was more based off the run. Because Marshawn, you know what I'm saying? Like they had
Yeah,
him, and it was basically all Russell had to do was kind of get him on that play action.
yeah, and just keep the defense honest a little bit.
Yeah,
So yeah, I don't think he was quite had weapons like. I mean, I guess the Broncos have some decent weapons on offense, but not nothing like Devontae. So nothing
yeah,
like Devontae plus Jacoby plus
yeah,
Trey plus Hunter plus Mayer. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? But yeah, I mean, for me, I mean, a bare minimum, if we can get it for cheap, I'm not saying no,
yeah,
but if
yeah,
we actually have to pay a market rate, you know what
yeah,
I'm saying? I'm not
yeah.
really
Like
we'll leave it.
for the price they gave Jimmy, like for the price they gave Jimmy, would you pay that?
Okay, for the price, that's pretty cheap, honestly. That's pretty. If
Yeah,
they for the price they gave Jimmy, that's kind of a little bit on the cheap.
yeah,
I would say yeah. I would say yeah. If we can get him for the price
yeah,
they gave Jimmy, just literally give him Jimmy's
yeah,
contracts. I say we sign him. I say
yeah.
we sign him.
And then remember, I think it was last year he broke his hand, he broke his finger or something like that. So he's I think his struggles, last year was just him trying to come back from that, and I'm sure he wasn't 100%.
It was just a
And
bad situation. It wasn't a good
yeah,
situation in Denver that
yeah,
way. It was just a bad situation. He was a part of it a little bit, but he has some valid excuses and stuff. And look, we're not asking for someone to be fucking Tom Brady for us. We're just asking for a guy to get her done. Oh, I think I remember this. You invited a Niner fan to the gang. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. Unfortunately, but we got a Niner. We got the enemy in the building, y'all.
Yeah.
We got Coach Vic. What's up with it, Vic?
Don't do me like that this morning, man.
My bad. It's too early, huh? It's too early.
Way too early. I'm fighting the cold over here, but you know what I mean. I hopped on and seen you was on. I said, let me go up here and talk my little shit. You know what I
Hey,
mean?
we
Hey, Cook,
appreciate it.
the kitchen's yours, my friend.
Hey man, hey, be honestly, like real talk, cause I ain't really got too much time. Like I said, I do got a little flu or something, so my voice go out. It is what it is. But
You got that
I ain't here to
19.
talk too. I ain't really here to talk too much, man. I've been listening for the last, I think, 30 minutes.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Everything y'all said, you know what I mean? I agree with.
Yeah. All right. Well, we hope to meet you guys in that Super Bowl, man.
Yeah, yeah.
We hope to, we hope to see you guys in that Super Bowl. That's where we plan to be. I don't know if you guys are gonna get your heads out your backsides and get your lives together and meet us there, but we'll see, huh?
We'll see y'all there. I mean, we make sure y'all get some nice tickets. You know what I mean?
Hey, remember you're gonna be in our house.
Yeah,
You're
we'll
gonna be
make
in
it.
our.
So because it's because the Super Bowl's in Vegas, do you guys get free tickets? Like
Oh,
how you guys gonna get there?
of course, we
we,
put in.
we we got a cousin. We got like a cousin that
Yeah,
he's
I mean,
got
cause
the link. He's got the hookup. He's got the
yeah.
connect.
Hey,
I mean I just want to let people know from last that I checked. When I was looking at NFL stats and records, we got beat by Baltimore, but we're still number one seed, so it's okay.
yeah, don't let the 7 seed slip in the Super Bowl, though. I'm just saying, don't
Oh,
let the
that'd
seven.
be that first time ever. First time in history. First
Don't
time
let
in history.
don't let the 7 seed, because we chief killers, man. We chief killers. Remember that. Don't ever disrespect us. We're chief killers. At the end of
You
the
talking
day,
about you talking about Taylor Swift's team?
you talk about the Taylor Swift Chiefs,
The Swifty team. You know
this
what I'm saying?
Kansas Swifty Chiefs.
The Kansas Swifty teams. There we go, baby.
Can I just point on the conversation when me and you had this conversation, maybe a couple months back,
Hmm.
and I said thank you for taking Jimmy G. I still thank you for that.
Who?
Yeah.
Who?
Hmm.
We don't speak that name in this house, man. We don't speak those names in this house.
No, I feel it.
You're
I feel
welcome,
it.
brother. You're welcome.
Yeah.
I
Hey,
mean, but the sad part about it is though, Brock Purdy had a few Jimmy G moments against Baltimore.
Yeah,
yeah.
a little
So
bit.
I turned over on like the I think it was third or fourth interception, the one that got tipped. After that, I was like, yeah, I ain't watching this trash no more. This is crap. And just a reminder, we're coming off our beautiful Raider win, and I was thinking, okay, we got some prime time football, should be a good game. I think that might be the Super Bowl. That's my opinion. I think it might be Baltimore SF, but just unfortunately for you, that man, hopefully it don't turn out like that, huh?
I mean, you know how hard it is to beat a team twice, man.
Yeah, that is true.
But I,
That's
but I,
facts.
but I have been seeing the ins and outs of you guys' progress throughout the season. You know what I mean? It's a little roller coaster, but it ain't
Major roller
terrible.
coaster.
Yeah,
Major roller coaster, man.
yeah,
Jeez.
yeah.
It ain't
I
nothing
mean,
too though.
we don't have no Fred Warner, but we making it happen. We making it happen. Our defense might be a little bit better than y'all's. No, just playing.
I think I lost
Maybe theirs
reception.
is better, but ours is more physical. Ours is more
Yeah,
physical. They can't take that away
yeah,
from us.
yeah.
Ours is the most physical in the
I
league.
really do hope you guys, and I don't know if you guys talked about it before I got on. I really
Mhm.
do hope you guys keep that coach.
Oh,
It is what it is.
AP is definitely a keeper. Definitely a keeper. He's brought that spark back, man. And that's what a coach is. Like I forgot whose podcast we were talking about that. Oh, they were talking about it on, but like what a coach is, like a coach makes players better. He lets them be themselves. You know what I mean? We were missing that where players weren't playing to their ability. It was like they were robots. You know what I mean? And it's like now you see them playing off their own judgment, playing off their own instincts. You know what I mean? Like and just it's working. So you know what I mean? Like if it ain't broke, man, don't fix it. Let him do. Let Coach cook.
I mean, the way I put it is, if you guys gave that other coach, that GM coach, 10 years, you know what I mean, you can give him 3.
Exactly, bro.
Yeah,
Exactly, bro.
yeah.
So let's just get this out the way. We just gonna act like the other coach and send out emails and just went to the sunset with a check.
Yeah, that's the.
Yeah. I mean,
Oh, oh, you're
never
talking about Gruden?
we
Are you
never
talking about
seen
Gruden?
these alleged emails anyway. So, but
Yeah.
I mean, just like Craig got fired for stealing boxes. We never seen
yeah,
it, but it happened, huh?
yeah. They said it was him. They said they had him on tape.
They said they had it on film, bro. They said they had it on film, bro. The crazy thing, bro, there was an investigation on Washington. Yeah, it was a Raider coach that got screwed by that. That's the craziest thing, you know. I don't think it was a wrong decision to get rid of Gruden, but that's crazy. It was an investigation on Washington, and it was us that got screwed. Like, what is that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So I'm rooting. Even though I think he should have gotten fired, what he said was bad, bro. I'm rooting for Gruden in his lawsuit, bro. I hope he gets a lot of money and gets
appreciate
and Opens all
Gruden
the
is
closets, unleashes all the dirty laundry on the NFL in his lawsuit.
John Gruden is foolproof that if you have the right job, John Gruden is the foolproof that going into a job interview, as long as you have a nice suit on and you can talk slick, you gonna get a job.
That's coach, man.
We watched him for 10 years on Monday Night Football saying, "I can do this, I can do that." What was it at?
Oh, mission. What do you call it? Michigan? Michelin lips. Oh my goodness.
This man went and got baseball numbers,
Yeah.
and him getting baseball numbers, he said, "Well, I can be GM too." Okay, that works. But at the end of the day, he was still running plays for Madden 2001.
Yeah, he definitely had that old school, mentality, and that's where I don't know, his Gruden grinders. I don't know. They're like 3-year development players. Like it takes them the third, because we never seen the results until, like you said,
Leatherwood, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, Leatherwood. That was.
Yeah.
But we literally could have drafted Parsons, bro. We literally
This-
could have
this-
drafted.
this-
Imagine
this-
Micah Parsons on this
Oh, yeah.
defense.
This game
Yeah.
has gotten faster. This game has gotten more physical. This
Mhm.
game has got smarter. The when I look at us. Me being a Niner fan, when we had Singletary, it was the same scenario. Just Singletary had to try to bring that old school Chicago Bears style of football, but it didn't get us over the hump.
Mhm.
It was, the mentality is one thing. This is why I like AP for you guys. AP has that old school mentality, but at the same time, he's understanding this game has evolved.
Mhm. Yeah, and see that, and that's a good point too. I like AP as the coach because he's been with this team. He was a player himself, and who better to know what the team is missing than him? You know what I mean? Like it's like some other guy's gonna come in here and change everything, and it's like we need someone that's inside that can plug the holes that we have, and it's at least the holes are getting smaller. You know what I mean? It's less holes that we have to fill. Because when you look at our defense, who's our weakest link? If you look at our whole defense, who's the weakest link?
Maybe Diablo. I don't know.
That's the one I was kind of. That's the
I
one
was
that
like,
just
maybe
pops
Diablo
that pops to my mind.
or
Yeah.
interior defensive
Yeah.
line. It's either
That's-
Diablo or interior defensive line. That's
Yeah.
the two ones. And
Yeah.
weak link isn't that even weak? Diablo's been
Yeah.
playing fine. Our
Yeah.
interior's been getting
Yeah.
the job done. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So weak,
If that's our weakest link, then I think we're because before, remember, it used to be Arnett, Abrams. We could just start naming back when Morg was kind of struggling. We were like Morg, but
who was the linebacker we drafted that we waived or whatever? Who was that guy in the first round, bro? I forget his name. He would tackle a motherfucker. He would tackle a guy so hard he'd break his own back. Like, who was that guy?
was that the one that dipped?
Abrams, Jonathan Abrams.
Abrams, yeah.
Abrams. I think he's still in the league.
Mr. TKO. So. He actually plays. I want to say for either is it Green Bay or Seattle?
Maybe the Hawks.
So here's my question for both of you gentlemen here. And like I said, this is something that you guys could have touched on earlier in the show. Pause. I got to say pause. People be weird around here, but something that you touched on earlier in the show.
You saying pause is the pause, bro. You saying pause is the pause, bro.
What do you guys plan on doing in the future for the quarterback position?
Oh, yeah. Well, we can.
This is a two-part question. First, two-part question. The first question, like I said, what do you guys plan on doing? And secondly, you guys can have the same answer, or you guys can have individual answers. If you had 3 quarterbacks in this league that you guys would take right now, and we're not talking about no superstar, but something that you guys can logically get, who would it take? Who would it be?
Oh, let me see.
You want to?
Yeah, go ahead. No, go ahead. I'm a
yeah.
So
right now it's kind of hard to say in terms of the QB or whatever. He's shown both. He can show he can be our guy, and he's shown he's not the guy. You know what I'm saying? So he's shown both. I want to see more of him, but I still want him on the team. Worst case, he's a backup, but he could start. You know what I'm saying? But I do want us to draft a quarterback at some point, whether it's in the first round or not. It just seems like that's what you need to do.
Yeah. One my young boy, my young boy Caleb from SC. You can have him.
We're gonna have to trade our whole draft stock to get Caleb, bro. I'd love to get Caleb, but we're trying to win, not lose, and we'd have to lose a lot we'd have to lose games we won to get him. know what I'm saying? So I'd love to get Caleb, but you know,
If you're talking about just immediate immediate quarterback that's going to come in right now and that's probably been in the game for a few years who understands the Raider who can understand the Raider format. I got three guys in line. I would say that I would not be mad at if you guys went out and got. I would not be mad at you guys going to get Matthew Stafford. Um,
yeah, I guess we could find a way to get him. We could find
I
a way to
wouldn't
get
I
him.
wouldn't be mad for Devontae. I wouldn't be mad if you guys went and got Geno Smith. That is a great scenario for Devontae. And if I had to pick one more, ooh, I would bring Mariota back.
Hey, I could
I
tell
respect.
you, I could tell you hate our team by
But
those,
whatever.
by
I
those,
respect the
by
answers.
those, by those comments.
Yeah, I respect it. For the three ones that I'm thinking of right now, you know, depending on the contract we could get it on, even though I'm not like a big fan of his, you know, we could probably get him for not too expensive. Russell Wilson, you know, I'm saying since he's just waived, he's getting paid by the Broncos anyways. That's
Hold on,
one.
you didn't just not you did not just mention Sierra's husband.
I did. I did. Okay. Play back the
Dangerous.
tape. Play back the recordings. I did. Okay.
This is my
I,
issue. This is my issue with Sierra's husband. Everyone acts like. I'm not saying you per se, but I'm saying the casual fan who doesn't watch football and watch highlights day to day. I'm a Niner fan. I've seen this man a long time. He has not fell off. He's always been this. It looks different when you do not have the Legion of Boom to hold you down. Russell Wilson has never been an elite quarterback to me. He's always been in a situation where he's had a defense and a running back. If you take away Marshawn Lynch, you take away the Legion of Boom, you have what you have in Denver. It is no coach on this planet who can coach a Drew Brees size quarterback. That's not Drew Brees.
I respect
Yeah,
that. I respect that.
yeah,
I'm not saying I disagree, but I still think he would be an upgrade for us and like a consistent guy who's played in the league. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah.
on top of that, I would also say screw it, bring back Stidham, bring back Stidham. I don't know, F the haters. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't mind him, but I like what he showed for
What?
us in 2 games.
Yeah.
Quick question. What hand do you throw with your left or your right hand? You personally.
I mean, I barely throw, but I'm a lefty, so I
You're
throw.
already better than Jimmy G. You can have a job, man.
Yeah. I'll never forgive you guys for giving us that bum too, guys.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're
No, no, no,
welcome.
no.
You're welcome, King. You're welcome.
It wasn't necessarily us. It was more of you guys. You guys wanted it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we signed him, bro. They didn't trade him to us.
Yeah.
We signed him, bro. So that's all on us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I really wanted to believe in it too, because I was like, oh, look at his win percentage, and oh, he's, and
Now,
yeah, that was a
now
mistake.
the unpopular opinion, and this is just me being biased because I'm just a
Hmm.
personal fan of this person.
Hmm.
Just for the aura of what the Raiders bring to the NFL, just with the mystique and everything.
Hmm.
Like I said, you guys can just laugh at me and say you don't want this, but me just being biased, I would love to see Baker in a Raider uniform.
I,
Honestly, I'm with you, bro. I felt like we should have gotten him instead of Jimmy last year. That's who I was clamoring for. Was bring in Baker, have Stidham there. Maybe Stidham can
eh,
compete, and then have another
Dale,
quarterback compete, bro. You got it, bro.
hey,
Baker in a Raider uniform. That's
Baker,
it, bro.
Baker, Stidham, Aiden, or not in that order. I'm just
Yeah,
saying
Baker,
Baker,
Stidham, Aiden,
Stidham,
bro. Let him
Aiden.
compete. Let him compete, bro.
I'm good with that. I'm good with that. Compared to
That's
what
my
we have
QB
this
room.
year, I'm
That's my
definitely good
QB
with
room
that.
right there, bro.
Yeah,
I,
I'm
You
good
I,
with
got
I,
it,
that.
bro. You got it.
I've said this for years, and Jason can attest. I've said this for years.
Hmm.
Baker Mayfield is a legit. What is the word I want to use? He's in a legit better carbon copy of Johnny Manziel.
Yeah.
Johnny Manziel was probably one of the greatest footballers ever played this game who didn't give a damn about football.
Mm-mm.
Baker has the same heart. Baker has the same intensity. Baker would do anything to win. He just don't give a shit like Johnny Manziel didn't give a shit. Baker's more professional. So
Yeah.
I would take Baker any day.
Yeah.
You
And
see what
and
he,
look and look, I was gonna say, look what he's doing in Tampa. You know what I'm saying? Like he's got a
Look
team
what he
that
did
nobody.
against us. Look what
Yeah,
he did against us, bro.
and to that credit, he put that ball in the perfect spot, bro. Like it
He was
was
slinging
good.
it. He
It
was
was
slinging that thing,
Sam
bro.
Sam Webb had him pretty well covered, but he put that ball in the only spot. You know what I mean? And it was just, salute to him, man. And like a last play. You know what I mean? Like he took them down and won that game. Like he has balls. That dude has balls. And it's like that. It's kind of like in Cleveland. He had, I don't know what his struggles were there, but
he got injured. He played through it. He had a shoulder injury.
Oh yeah,
he
that's right.
played
He had
through it,
the
bro. His dumbass played. He should have sat on the bench, and he didn't because he's too much of a competitor. And he played like shit with a shoulder injury. And with a quarterback like that, you got to wind that thing up. That thing up. And he played through a shoulder injury, and he played like shit. And so they went with the man himself, who's getting one up by freaking Joe Flacco off his couch. So
that's crazy. That's crazy too.
That's a crazy storyline, bro. That's a crazy storyline. Joe Flacco.
Now here's the uncomfortable question for both of you guys: how long do you keep riding this Adams train? And this is what I mean by that. We know he's Devontae Adams no matter where he goes, but what happens when you realize it's not working out? Not in the sense of his play, but hey, this team is not getting over the hump. Let's go ahead and get some value for him, or we just gonna ride it out and hope a quarterback comes in.
My thing is, I want to definitely, if we're gonna get rid of him, because I mean, there was points where I thought they were gonna get him killed. You know, with Jimmy setting him up for failure every time, like getting him whacked, and it was just like we got to get something for him before he's just out of the game, just period. You know, and it's like he's valuable. Like on the field, he's valuable, but I think for our offense, he kind of wings it a little bit too much, and the quarterbacks kind of don't know how to respond or which way he's going to actually go. Because Devontae's like shit. It's like it's how they cover him is what he's going to do. You know what I mean? And it's I think when with the quarterback that's waiting for him to do what he's going to do, it's like you can't. You have to spread the ball. You can't wait for Devontae. You have to use these other pieces. Use Devontae as a diversion. As long as it wins the game, you know what I mean? Yeah, you're not gonna have the stats, but yeah.
This is why, as a Raider fan, right? You know what I mean? For you Raider fans out there, this is why you have to be disgusting with the organization at this point. Because when you brought in Devontae, for Derek Carr. This is a connection that even with the few games I've seen them, they looked like they looked at Fresno State. It was looking good. It just needed, it's like gumbo. You got to let it cook all day. Let it cook. They got impatient with Derek Carr. And, I mean, whether Derek Carr is doing great in New Orleans or not, it is one of them situations. And I just seen someone, Raiderette Sweetheart, she just bring back Derek Carr. It's one of them situations where Derek Carr wasn't the problem. Let's just be honest. Derek Carr was not the problem.
Nah.
I don't think
he wasn't the problem. He wasn't the solution, but he wasn't the problem. He obviously wasn't the problem. And if he was playing in place of Jimmy G this whole season, I feel like we would have won a couple more games. You know what I'm saying?
Like I said, I'm not saying he's that much better than Jimmy G. I'm not saying he's that much better than any other quarterbacks we've talked about thus far. But what I'm saying is, when you say Devontae play free, Devontae's in a situation where he might get called a 9 route, and he might have man-to-man coverage, or he might get double teamed over top. So Devontae wants to run a quick slant. These are things that Derek Carr already knows. So that connection. You remember I made a joke with you. I think it was before the season started. I made a joke. Devontae Adams is going to have like 17 touchdowns, but the Raiders are going to win. Damn it! I'm going to lose damn near every game. I'm okay with that. Yeah, but Devontae's not okay with that.
Yeah. Yeah, and see that's the thing. Like it's gonna have to be ugly games. Like we're gonna have to win these ugly games. He's not gonna have the 140 something, 2 touchdowns. It's gonna look ugly because since he's taken 2 people, one over the top, one with him. You know, like that means somebody's open, and it's like I know he's Devontae. He's a great wide receiver, but they're waiting for him. They're waiting for him, because they know that he's the best that we have. You know what I mean? And it's like that. That's how, like when we play other teams, like just like the Colts, if we could stop Jonathan Taylor, we can contain this team. And they know that if they can stop Devontae, I mean, they'll take their chances with anybody else on our wide receiver core. You know what I mean? So it's just cut off the head and the
Myers
body
has been having
fall.
himself a season, though. I will say Myers been having himself a season.
Yeah. Yeah, I love having that combo of them, man. It's like it's a good 1-2 punch, definitely. So I want like we were saying earlier, I would like us to add, and it's hard to say because it's like with Devontae on our team, you have to respect him. You cannot lose sight of him. That's one thing. You know what I mean? Because he will get
As
you if you
happened in the
take.
Broncos games last year.
Yes,
The Broncos
yes.
games last year.
Where he
He
gave
lost
that
sight
good
of that
old
boy.
wave. He gave
And
the
he
good
got
old
that
wave to
thing.
the
It's
people.
like,
Like,
hey,
what?
win the game for me,
Yeah,
baby, Carr. And
yeah,
Carr won him then.
Hey,
yeah,
who'd you got? Who'd you guys DC? Because I've been honestly, that's one thing I will give
Patrick
commend you
Graham,
guys for
yeah,
because
the
that
GOAT.
defense has
yeah.
kept you guys in the game a lot this year.
The
Patrick Graham.
goat.
Ever since, bro, crazy thing, Raider
Put some
fans joke about
put
this.
some respect on his name.
On
Put some.
Patrick PG's name. We ever since we put him in the booth, bro, he's been cooking.
Mhm.
He's
Yeah,
been cooking, bro. It was kind of iffy for a while when he wasn't in the booth, but ever since we put him in the booth, bro, it's been clean skies, blue sky, my friend. So yeah, PG is a good one. Many Raider fans are concerned, like, oh, a team might steal him from us because they'll hire him as a head coach because he's been playing so
Mhm.
good as a defensive coordinator. So,
Yeah.
because it's not our interim guy, he's not calling the defensive plays. It's the
Mm-mm.
defensive coordinator, Patrick Gam, who's been cooking.
Mhm.
We want to keep
And
him.
yeah, that's why I said it. I'm satisfied with with the defense, with the coach, the offense. Like, I see the struggles with the offense because it's like my thing is, I just want the offense to help the defense out because I mean, yeah, they're playing great, but let's give them some. Let's spell them and keep them off the field. And offense, keep these drives going. You know what I mean? Like how Zamir White ran that ball. Run hard. Run hard.
All right, so fellas, real quick, fellas. I'm gonna start coughing like crazy, so I don't want to interrupt this podcast. I will be, we'll be hitting you guys soon. I know Jason. He comes out, comes out to the city a lot. I don't know where you're actually located, but I'm challenging
I
both
live
of
in
you guys.
SF. I live in SF.
Huh?
I
Okay,
live in
okay,
SF.
okay.
Yeah.
So whenever Jason comes out to the city, I would love to invite you guys to my football camp. Jason's been to practice with us. I coach the kids out here, so I would love to get you guys to come out here. Let's talk to the kids about football. Something different.
Okay, I can talk,
Yeah.
bro. I'm the least athletic guy you may have ever known. Okay, I'm not that athletic, but I can talk, I guess. But you know what I'm saying.
You know what my message is gonna be. Kids, don't smoke crack. That's it. You'll be
Get
all right.
off the weed.
Get
Like
off
the weed. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
hey,
saying?
hey, after that, you'll be all right. Anything
Yeah.
after that, just see what I mean. But yeah, hey, we love to, man. We love helping the kids and giving them all the insight that we can, man.
What's it? By the way, I heard it briefly. Oh, I think he left. I think he's out.
Did he get
He's out.
froze?
Yeah, I think he froze on us. He's giving us that dead stare.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Unless he turned into a mime on us. You know what I'm
man,
saying?
he's off. Yeah. Hopefully they don't freeze up like that in the play.
Yeah, but hopefully that's not the Raiders, bro. You know what I'm saying? Have you ever seen that when he posts on Twitter? This man froze. He's been standing still for 47 minutes. You know what I'm saying?
The statue, the mannequin.
Although to be
Yeah.
fair, apparently San Francisco it is known for its renowned street performers. That's
Oh,
apparently a
yeah.
thing. Our street performers out here in SF.
Not the silver tin man,
Yeah, the Silver Tin Man,
the gold guy.
the gold, and the silver. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but if you guys ever come to Fisherman's Wharf, right there on the corner, right there of I think it's Taylor Street, Taylor, and I forgot whatever Embarcadero Fisherman's Wharf turns into that main, where the train.
Oh, okay.
I forget the dang name, but right there, there's some good street performers, man. If you guys want to see some good shows, there's two guys. They actually compete. There's one guy that does like the more R&B, soul stuff like that, and then there's the guy that does the rock and roll, and like they kind of go back and forth and battle on that corner. So it's kind of cool. It's definitely a good show. Hit up SF Seaweed. It's about a block away from there. If you need your cannabis goods and all that kind of stuff, great place. It's right there at Fisherman's Wharf, so definitely enjoy.
Oh, I finally got a good thing for us to close out on. Score prediction. Unless you got anything more in like the little line that you got.
No, that is
Yeah,
all.
we've been cooking. It's all been us. All been us.
We've been getting it.
Yeah. Okay. You want to go first or should I?
No, go ahead.
I've been thinking. We've been doing pretty good. We've been doing pretty good. I'm gonna say the defense gives our offense some good opportunities. Unlikely. I don't think the defense is going to be dominant, but no, no defensive score, but who knows? Who knows what Jack Jones is cooking? I wouldn't be surprised. I say 20-10 Raiders W. You know what I'm saying?
20-10. So I'll match you on that 10 because the score that I've been seeing in my head, bro, and it's been just consistently that. Like when I think about score for the game, 31-10. That's what I got. 31-10. That's the number that I see, and every time I see the same thing. So
I
hopefully we
like
can hit him
hearing
with
that.
that.
I like hearing that, baby.
31-10. That sounds like a plan.
There we go. Little Christmas Eve gift. You know,
Yeah.
saying a little Christmas Eve gift as well.
Amik gets a tip pass for a pick too.
Oh, they're a tip. You know,
I'm calling the shot.
Diablo tips the pass to the running back. It goes over the running back.
Yeah.
Amik's right there, takes it to the house, bro.
Yeah. Hey, if it happens, I'm running around the block.
Yeah, bro.
Cal,
What's your cat? I'll send you 100. I'll send you 100 if that happens, bro. Just
hey.
on the house, bro. On the house, bro. That if Amik takes it to the house, if Amik takes it to the house next game, send me your cash app. I'm sending you 100. Okay.
Man, got you. Hey, Amik, come on, baby, come on, Amik.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know you've been wanting to take it to the house. You like you say you're an offensive player on defense. So go play some offense. Okay?
Exactly. That's what so it I think it's gonna definitely be a good game. It's inside, so we don't have to worry about wind and all the weather. So we just need to handle business, play football, play good football.
Just handle our business. Play our game. Let Kuntz and Max cook. You know what I'm saying? Let our offensive line play physical. Let the DBs do what they got to do, and the rest will sort itself out.
Let the chips fall where they may.
Like Vegas, you know?
Exactly. Yeah. So thank you guys, man, for coming out, everybody. I don't know if I told you guys, the cat's name is Pickles. I finally named the cat, a couple months later. But yeah, Pickles. Pickles is the cat. So
I gotta give Pickles a holler, bro. I'm a cat person.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, all right. Hey, man. I just became a cat person.
There we go. So you got a cat. You became a cat. Yeah. Have I showed you any of my cats or whatever?
No.
Yeah, there's two in my place. They're not mine, but I don't know. Some of them like to sleep on my bed, so they're basically mine. You know.
Hey.
But it's really my housemates. But yeah. We got Victoria and Albert. The Royals. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
Big fan.
That's what's up. Yeah, I didn't want to kind of put a label on her. You know what I mean? And it was just a name that it just fit. You know what I mean? So, salute everybody for coming today, man. We appreciate everybody stopping in to talk to us. Every time I get off I always think about, damn, I should have talked about. It'll be something that I had thought about, I wanted to talk about, but I think we talked about a lot today.
Yeah, we went on for 2 hours.
Yeah, I think we gave a lot.
We gave it our all. We put it all out there, you know.
So we appreciate you guys, and till the next time, man. Let's go Raiders, man.
Raiders,
let's go.
Raiders,
thank you.
Brother.
Happy New Year's too. You know what I mean? Morris, have a great new year. I hope next year is 10 times better than this year. You know what I mean?
A lot of ups and downs I've had this year, but it's mostly up, bro. We're going in the right direction. So.
Yeah. Yeah, we really gonna be. If we get this dub, things are gonna be looking good. You know what I mean? And it's just getting these teams out of our way. We gotta take care of the Colts. Get them out of the way. Gotta take care of the donkeys. Get them out of the way.
And let the chips fall where they may.
Exactly. So appreciate you guys. Thank you. Until the next time.